How's it going, everyone? Welcome to this week's rendition of Ralph Rants and Bill Bitches. I'm Ralph.
And I'm Bill.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter me uh, at RW Foshi. And
And me at William Foshi. Follow me at William Foshi.
so let's get into this week's story. And there was no way we were not going to talk about both Tucker Carlson and Don Lemon being disassociated from the two mainstream media companies on the exact same day, you know?
Yeah, that it happened on the same day and right after AOC took her jabs at Tucker Carlson.
Mm-hmm.
Almost makes me want to get conspiratorial about it, but I'm not quite that tinfoil hat.
Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that AOC had taken jabs at Tucker. I mean, I was more just associating it in my mind with the recent settlement with
Yeah,
Dominion.
there's the Dominion lawsuit probably has something to do with it, but that really wasn't so much Tucker's fault because if he was actually one of the few hosts that was pushing back against Sidney Powell saying, "Where's your evidence?"
Mm-hmm.
But I think his communications in email and text calling the Dominion thing BS may have been significant to them losing the lawsuit, which could have soured the water. Or not losing the lawsuit, but being forced to settle.
That's fair. I mean, in general, though, I think that the Dominion thing was a load of crap anyway, you know?
Yeah, but we're just guessing why Tucker left Fox. Was he fired, and why would he have been fired, and what's next for him?
Well, whatever is next for him, he's gonna be a rich man from it.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar in the political world. So he's gonna be fine after this. He could start a podcast and give Joe Rogan a run for his money, or he could go into politics and probably get office somewhere.
So there were rumors about possibly a 2024, a 2028 run for president. Uh, he actually also just moved to Florida with his family. So I'm thinking he might try for a VP bid on the Trump ticket, which would create so much star power in one ticket. I'm not sure how anyone could compete with that. You know, at least
It's star power on the same side, and there's a lot of tension between the two.
yeah.
Tucker was never a all in on Trump kind of guy, and you can tell that bothers Trump.
Well, yeah, I'd agree with that, but the fact of the matter
I
is Pence
I don't
wasn't
think
an all-in on Trump guy either.
Yeah, but Pence was a bone to the evangelical community. I don't think Tucker and Trump would do well together.
I think Tucker would be a bone thrown to the DeSantis community.
Actually, Tucker DeSantis could be a good ticket. Or DeSantis Tucker.
Maybe.
That'd be a pretty cool one. But like I said, I think the more likely thing that he's going to do is just go independent and start his own podcast.
Most likely, because he is still a media personality.
Yeah,
And
that would be the safe bet. It'd be the roll the dice thing would be to go run for president, but that'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of good choices for president that's coming with possibly DeSantis, Trump, and Larry Elder just announced.
oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
Why would he announce?
Larry Elder?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? If he wants to be president, he's got to announce.
Yeah, but I feel like there's already so much star power and big
Yeah.
names going at it. I guess if you're just trying to get people to talk about it like we are now,
You
to
just gotta get. He's just throwing his head. It's a long shot.
throwing his hat in the ring and being like, hey, just for future notice, I'm here.
And he actually announced on Tucker's show just a couple days ago.
Yeah, I mean, I like Larry Elder. He's a intellectual man, and he brings a lot of
Great,
good. I could,
great show host,
yeah,
definitely.
I could see myself voting for him in the future. But
So could I.
uh,
But I don't like this whole. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. Keep losing politicians like Buttigieg.
uh,
They're like famous because they keep losing elections.
yeah,
It's like,
because Buttigieg is definitely not a good transportation director. Oh man, has there been a bigger like disaster level transportation director in our lifetimes? Because just in this past couple years, like his underlings have been getting caught stealing luggage out of airports, train derailments, train engineer strikes. They had to use an act of Congress to say you are not allowed to strike, which I think is utter bullcrap.
yeah, the everyone knows the whole U.S. infrastructure is in disarray, and it sucks.
I
This
blame
is
the
airplane
lobbyists and the airline industry.
industry. They have a lot to do with it. This is actually kind of my area of expertise is in logistics. So yeah, you're right. It's messed up. But we're getting off topic. We were talking about
You're
Tucker.
right. Back on topic.
Do you think Tucker Carlson would make a good president, or is he just better as a thought leader?
I I feel like he would be an okay VP, but I think he's more important to the culture war in general. As a general, someone out there talking,
Oh,
preaching to the
yeah,
masses.
he is definitely a great thought leader and um, vital to the conservative movement. He's really helped the conservative movement find its
So,
legs again, find its soul, instead of just being about marginal
well,
tax rates.
well, I don't know about all this morality stuff, but
Yeah, because the Bush era conservative movement had
uh,
nearly given up on morality and just been about tax rates. I won't say entirely because there's credit that needs to be given to Bush for like stopping stem cell research. So he wasn't totally without Christian morality. I'm still somewhat a defender of Bush, unlike the entire rest of the Republican Party. But the Republican Party really had lost its way and become mostly about corporations before Tucker helped bring it back.
yeah, had really become simps for corporate America.
Yep. But I'm excited to see whatever Tucker does next, and I'm positive he'll be influential and
Fantastically successful in it.
important and influential in no matter what he does. If he runs for president, maybe he'll even win. There was a tweet from Jeremy Boring where he thought that mentioned that Tucker might run for president and that he thought Tucker would win.
Yeah, I mean, I I couldn't see it in this election just because of the amount of star power already going on right now, but I can see
Oh
in
yeah,
like 2028, 2032, definitely.
it's going to be a tough primary on the Republican side, and let's face it, it's Trump's race to lose for the primary. He's the
He is
he's got so much weight.
leaps and bounds ahead though,
Yeah,
because
that's what I was saying. It's Trump's race to lose for the primary, but I think he's got a good. I think Tucker would have a shot at winning, and may even be a good president. That's just my opinion on it. If he decides to.
yeah, that I don't think he has a good shot at winning right now, but in the future, definitely. I mean, and what
Oh yeah, we can talk about that too. So yeah, the right when he had announced, if you see this big dip, that might
Just
have been a good time.
chilling
That would have
along
been a good
and
time to
boom.
buy Fox, and even still, now might be a good time to buy Fox because these things usually overcorrect. I think in a couple days you might see this go back up, not to where it was, because it's an uncertain future for Fox. But this is probably an overcorrection here.
Well, I'm not so sure about that because I've been on Twitter, I've been looking, and I have just seen post after post by different people saying "screw Fox News," and
Yeah,
I haven't seen this much coordinated hate towards a company from the
since Bud
right
Light.
since Bud Light, and
Oh yeah,
they're burning and panicking right now, and
Fox was always grifters. They never really believed in the
oh yeah,
conservative.
they were always just controlled by the same liberal political elite. Just they wanted money.
It's just money. Yep. Yep. Anyway, that's all my thoughts that I think I had
Yeah.
about this topic.
I mean,
But
I've said it on here before, I'll say it again. Fox can burn for all I care. I don't like them.
yeah, they're like I said, they're political grifters. But we're not, so subscribe to us.
uh, indeed. So, at the same time, Don Lemon ousted from CNN on the
Yeah, we
same.
talked about that. We did talk about that at the start. And like I said, it's weird that it happened the same day, almost like there was some kind of coordination, but I'm not that conspiratorial.
I am. Do you know
You
why?
are? Why?
Perfect time for the majority of the attention to be at Fox News for a
And
drop in their
CNN.
stock as opposed to like.
CNN. Check
I,
CNN stock.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, of course, Don Lemon isn't that big. Oh, looks like they took a hit as well.
They're a little down, but
Yep, they took a hit
nothing
as well.
compared to like.
What happened with stock? You
Yeah, I
think?
mean, this feels
I
more
think
like
maybe
just the
somebody at
continuing trend for.
yeah, I think maybe somebody at CNN got word that Tucker was going to be gone, and they're like, "Now's the time to do it."
Yeah, I mean, because all in all, they stayed pretty steady today.
hmm
And if you look at trend, their downward trend is just what they've already been dealing with.
Continuous downward trend as the legacy media is dying in fits and sputters.
Yeah. I wait for the day that CNN closes their doors permanently and
Okay, CNN will never be like a totally dead company. They're one of those ones that has enough name recognition that it'll always exist in some form, like Sears.
lies. I'm convinced the majority of their watchers are just airport TVs that they pay
They
to
don't.
have watch them.
They don't do airports anymore. I think CNN.
Did they finally stop with the airports?
Yeah, I don't think anybody watches CNN anymore. Like I said, everyone knows the name, so the company will always exist in some form.
Yeah,
But we'll see what happens. I am giddy as the legacy media that's so full of lies just dies.
dies and collapses. Like, I believe there has been no greater push for truth than the internet, you know? The fact
True.
that all these micro media companies are popping up and the mainstream media just can't keep up with them is phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah. And on that note, I think
And
we're
thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell. Share with your friends. Feed the algorithm. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye bye.